Hello and welcome to Forza Horizon 4. Today I will be driving the Aston Martin Vantage V12, but not for long, as I will be going to do some of the business missions. I'm currently sitting just outside of the Castleview Roadhouse, which is in Edinburgh. I will be doing the missions down here at the car files. Now I should mention, I did record this video once before, without recording my screen, so that was fun. At the time, I had not done any of these missions, and the whole point was it would be a new experience. So yeah, I'm going to play the missions I did before, in like 15 minutes ago. Let's get down there. I do have a couple things I want to mention before I start those missions. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, first, in the end of the last video, I mentioned that I had some college classes starting. Well, those have started, and as I mentioned at the end of the last video, my goal is to make one video a week. And with these classes, I don't know if I'm going to have time for that. It is still going to be the goal, but I can't guarantee that'll happen. Right now, it's looking more like one video every other week will be what ends up happening. I do want to quickly mention also why I'm doing these missions. I found that the races and stuff have gotten kind of repetitive. So I discovered that as I don't play the game much anymore, the business missions provide enough money that I can just play every once in a while, buy cars, do whatever I want to do, and it's not really much of an issue. Hopefully it does the intro so that you guys can figure out what's happening. If it doesn't, I'll kind of explain it.
So, you are the one Joel has sent to help me, yes? My name is Hans Liebold. For 30 years I designed and built performance vehicles in Germany, but I have come to the festival to pursue a more exciting vocation: insurance. That was a joke. I'm trying to put you at your ease. It seems I have failed. No matter, let us begin. Now, the claimant in our first case poses an interesting question around acceleration and downforce. Now, if you would kindly take this Volkswagen Type 2 and attempt to make it take off.
So yeah, these missions are based around working
I assure you this is theoretically possible, given sufficient speed. I have set your navigation.
So yeah, these missions are based around working for a sketchy insurance company. They are definitely some interesting ones. I mean, all these missions are. Like the delivery ones, I've done those, but maybe I'll show some of them since I haven't gotten all the stars on them.
It appears I have forgotten to close the roads to traffic. But we must reproduce conditions as closely as possible, yes?
Oh man, I spun out here. I was doing this last time. Alright, yeah, there's no way. I can't get back up to 90 with this thing by the end of that timer, so...
In any case, we learn an important lesson about driver error before we try again, yes? I assure you this is theoretically possible, given sufficient speed. I have set your navigation.
Alright, so as I was saying, working for kind of like a sketchy insurance company, and these missions are all kind of peculiar. They're on the surface, they're like, oh yeah, that's a business, but then as you do them, it's like, yeah, that's just kind of sketchy.
It appears I have forgotten to close the roads to traffic. But we must reproduce conditions as closely as possible, yes?
At least I didn't spin out again. Must be something with that downhill turn thing or something, since that's the second time I've spun out there with this van. I mean, this van doesn't handle very well. It is a Volkswagen van, so that doesn't help. Almost did it again. Alright, getting close to the end. If I remember, I was able to go full speed through this part.
And so the claim is disproved. The Volkswagen Type 2 cannot fly. But to be truthful, I'm not surprised by the results of this experiment. But you will learn I'm nothing if not thorough.
Alright, well, I at least gained one more star for this mission. On to the next one. I like these missions put you in the driveway instead of in the middle of the street. It's the only ones so far that I've found that do that. It looks like it's a nice day here in Britain. It's actually kind of sunny. What do you know? Alright, Chapter 2.
Hello! I'm pleased to see you again. Not merely for professional purposes, but also because of our developing social connection. Now, this is a BMW Isetta. For its size, it is deceptively powerful and also highly maneuverable, though I think perhaps not so maneuverable for the claimant who delivered theirs into the back of a furniture truck. So, if you would please test the Isetta's ability to navigate traffic whilst avoiding collisions. For the experiment and for your own safety, of course.
This mission is rather difficult. It is very, very difficult to get this up to 85. It must be very close to the top speed. I already discovered this is the best direction to do it. Last attempt for this video, I had to do it a couple times to find the right direction to actually get to 85. Alright, and then just like last time, I kind of just let off and stayed just above 85, so I didn't go too fast and hit something or some silliness. No, there's traffic. Traffic's just kind of spawning in weirdly. Oh, make the hill, make the hill. Ooh, that was close. I think we made it? No, we didn't. We slowed down too much. Shoot. Alright, let's just restart.
So, if you would please test the Isetta's ability to navigate traffic whilst avoiding collisions. For the experiment and for your own safety, of course.
And I restarted because I would barely get any stars since I'd have to start the whole 30 seconds over again. Figure I might as well at least try to increase the amount of stars I get on these missions if I have to do them again anyway. .88 seems to be as fast as this thing wants to go.
And so the claim is disproved. With sufficient driver applications, the BMW Isetta may navigate even dense traffic. I will inform the claimant that they must simply try harder.
Alright, Chapter 3.
Our next case involves an outlandish claim and a vehicle with something of a reputation here in Britain, which I believe to be undeserved. You know this, the Reliant Supervan. With some small stability enhancements, this design, in my opinion, is quite sound. You will proceed, please, to Bamborough Castle, where we will attempt a small and highly scientific jump.
In
There we go. Yeah, this thing is way faster in a straight line than it ever has any right to be. I flew off into that park across the street from the house the first time I tried doing this mission.
Ah, you see? My enhancements greatly improve stability with no detriment to the look of the car. If anything, a small improvement, I think.
In 200 yards, turn right.
Of course, this jumps down a really technical dirt road, which is not this car's strong suit.
Good. Now, to recreate the conditions of the accident, which resulted in a claim for damages to a church roof.
Alright, this part's pretty simple.
You see, the fiberglass construction makes the Reliance Supervan light enough to become airborne. It lacks, I think, in aerodynamics and engine power. For this next test, I have compensated, perhaps overcompensated. We shall see. It occurs to me that I have added no additional safety features, but at least you will be landing on sand. It worked. I mean, of course it worked. And so we see that it is entirely possible to deposit a Reliance Superfan in the belfry of a country church. I will contact the claimant and pass on the good news. Well, the results anyway. Do you know that in my spare time I am an avid watcher of films? Oh yes. One of my favorite films sees young people having personal revelations whilst racing classic cars. See if you can tell what it is. Now, one of my claimants has apparently tried to recreate scenes of the film, which features a Morris Minor similar to this one, with limited success. We will require city conditions and traffic lights. So, Edinburgh, if you please.
Alright, off to Edinburgh. Yep, just like last time, this car is louder than any other car that I drove for these missions.
Turn left.
Almost missed the turn. Well, I think since these missions are going faster than they did last time, I'll probably drive around for a bit in my Aston Martin that I brought out. Not sure why I downshifted there, that was kind of stupid. I'm using the paddle shifters on my wheel, not a full manual transmission.
Edinburgh is not so much like the California of the film, but perhaps we can use our imaginations.
Oh, shoot. Once again, downshifted too much.
Well done. You have achieved the optimal result for the first part of our test, which is, I'm not so sure. This is a uniquely American word, but cruising, I think, yes?
Wouldn't call that cruising.
Now we must test the drag race performance of the Morris Minor with a few small engine modifications of my own. This is not strictly reproducing conditions of the film, but nor is the speed trap we are borrowing from the Horizon Festival. Now, straight line speed is our object. If it helps, you may imagine you are racing against an impossibly handsome actor. Excellent. I will advise the claimant that they may be confident lining up against an Austin Healey sprite, as in the film. Once their Morris Minor returns from the crash repairer, of course.
Alright, that'll be the final mission I do, so let's jump into my car. Let's see what's near us. Oh, we could go to the highway and see how fast this car is. I don't think I've done that before, even just on my own. So yeah, let's head down here to the end. Or should I go to... No, we'll start at this end. Yeah, we'll start down here in the south.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
This car likes to do a burnout, even if I'm not. Let me see if I can actually start without.
In 100 yards, turn
It
sharp
might be
left.
possible. Yeah, there we go. It is possible.
Turn right. In 200 yards, turn sharp right. Turn sharp right. In 100 yards, turn sharp left.
The first left turn that I took out of the business missions is actually where the screenshot for this video is going to come from. I've already taken that. Looks pretty good in my opinion anyway. Wanted to take a screenshot around where the missions were taking place and I wasn't... I wasn't really sure. Generally when I take pictures in this game I go to like some field of flowers or something. Yeah, this is a turn. Somewhere up here.
Right.
Alright, so how fast do you... Whoa. I spin out a lot in this car. I'm not really sure why it's so difficult. Anyway, as I was going to say, how fast do you think we'll get it up to? I'm thinking around 200. Maybe just over, maybe just under. I really can't remember what the top speed of the real life car was. That was a few years ago now. They discontinued it and moved on to the new Vantage. Based on, based on the Mercedes car. It uses the infotainment from Mercedes and such. There's 7 gears, that's right. Alright, let's flip it around. Get the roundabout. So yeah, I'm thinking around 200. Watch the traffic. There we go. Ooh, 150 already. I may be completely wrong. Under 90. Whoa. 205 to... Okay, yeah, it wasn't right. 210. I'd consider that over 200. 213, 214, 215, 215. Looks like it might be as fast as shoot. Let's see if we can get out. Like we're gonna move. Whoa. Okay, yeah, let's just call it there. I'm just gonna die if I kept trying to go full speed there. It's actually a sunny day here in the game. Very nice. Just gonna cruise to the end of the highway here. I believe we're in summer right now. I'm not sure if it will be summer when I upload this. It'll probably be in fall by the time I upload. But either way, we're currently in summer as I record this. So you know these mountains, these are the mountains that are... Yeah, over here, that's what I thought. I don't normally drive this far down the highway. Generally, I turn around at that roundabout. It would help if I stayed on the road. Alright, and this is the end of the highway. Alright, I'm going to be wrapping up here, but I do want to mention one thing that I decided not to mention at the beginning since I'm not sure if it's going to happen or not. I'm kind of thinking of turning this channel into like a commentary slash just playthrough of games. I mean, not really a playthrough because I don't really like go through storylines. In some games, I guess maybe that'll happen. But what I mean is like, I'll commentate over some of it, but also just stay quiet so you can hear the sounds that the game has to offer. And not just like on the first video of games, but every video. Because I mean, games these days have good sounds. And so there's no reason to not take at least a couple minutes per video and listen to them. Now of course that quiet will kind of come in different times, and sometimes it'll be planned, sometimes it'll be like this where it's just when I need to focus up. Right, it really is kind of game dependent, but I think that may be something I try to do. Will likely be like the second half of the video will not be completely quiet, but will be quieter than the beginning, since at the beginning I have announcements and want to kind of explain what I'm going to do. I think that's going to conclude this video. Hopefully everything works this time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Perfect.